Hey guys, Mark here. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do the shear leg lashing. The shear leg lashing is a technique of joining two sticks at an angle. This has a variety of applications, from being able to get some leverage for various pulls to being able to construct various objects. With this said, let's take a look at a few applications for a shear leg lashing, then make our own. Now, if you're not used to making a tripod lashing, you can do a shear lashing, then add a third leg to get a tripod. So something like this. Two of these lashings together, as well as a cross section, can make a nice stand. You can use two stands for the legs of a table. You can also quite easily improvise a frame for a tent. These are only a few applications, and there are many more. To do the shear lashing, I'm going to be using two sticks which are as straight as possible. I'm going to take a piece of cordage, in my case paracord, and I'm going to attach one end onto one of the sticks. For this purpose, you can use any type of a hitch. In my case, I'm going to be using the clove hitch. So I make a loop, I make a second loop, and I place the second loop over the first loop. Then slide both of the loops over your stick and tighten up. Then we're going to bring the sticks together and do a series of wrapping turns. After doing a number of turns, we're going to continue by coming up in between both of our sticks, like this. Then, I'm going to do a number of frapping turns. Frapping turns are going to go across our wrapping turns and further secure our lashing. So we travel across, then down, tighten up, then up again at the top, down at the bottom, tighten up, and up at the top again. And you can do this a number of times. 2 times is enough in this case. Then we're going to finish up with another hitch. Again, make a loop, pass it over the second stick at the top, and then make a second loop, again pass it over, and tighten up. And with this, our shear leg lashing is complete. As long as you do it as tight as you can, it should work just fine. A properly made shear leg lashing should come at most to a 90-degree angle when we spread apart the two legs. So something like this. This is a fairly secure shear leg lashing. I'm also going to show you a more secure version of the shear leg lashing, which uses racking turns instead of wrapping turns. So again, take a piece of cordage and attach it onto one of the sticks. I'm going to be using a clove hitch. So I make a loop, I make a second loop, and I pass the second loop over the first one. Then slide both of the loops over my first stack. Tighten up, bring both stacks together, pass over the second stack, then in between the two stacks bottom up, and then simply wrap around in a figure 8 shape. So as you can see, I come up in between the two stacks, then around and up again in between two stacks, and that's all I'm doing. You will want to do your racking turns as tight as you can. Otherwise, this lashing won't work. After you do a series of racking turns, take your working hand and after coming up in between the two stacks, pass across the racking turns and down on the other side. Like this. Then again up and across again and down. Tighten up again, and then finally finish here, again using some sort of a hedge. In my case, I make a loop, pass it over, I make a loop, pass it over, and tighten up. And this is the racking shear leg lashing. And again, if you did it correctly, the two stacks should come out at about a 90-degree angle when you spread them apart. Something like this. So guys, that's it for the shear leg lashing. I hope that you're going to put it to good use. Thank you and see ya next time.